Today what we're looking at is we're looking at multiplication, but we're looking at using a different method to what you perhaps used in primary school. This method is called the array method, and it's done by splitting the numbers up into boxes and splitting them into tens and units. So I'll explain exactly what I mean. The first number we're looking at here is 48. And if I was to split that into tens and units, that would be a 40 and an 8. The next number I'm dealing with is 31, and if I was to split that into tens and units, I'm going to split it into a 30 and a 1. To apply this box multiplication method, I'm going to draw out a nice box, doesn't matter, can be any size, and on the top I'm going to put in the numbers 40 and 8. And along the side here, I'm going to put in the numbers 30 and 1. And I'm now going to multiply these two numbers by using the box method. How I do that, first of all, is I say to myself, 3 times 4 is 12. And how many zeros have I got here? I have got 2, so I'm going to place them in. The next what I'm going to do here is 3 times 8 is going to give me 24. And how many zeros do I have here? I've just got 1. 1 times 4 is going to give me 4. And how many zeros do I have? I just have 1. And 1 times 8 is 8. And how many zeros do I have? None. I'm then going to use all of the numbers that I have in the boxes here, and I'm going to add them all together. So I will have 1,200 plus 2,400 plus 40 plus 8. And I'm going to add them together. So that's going to give me 8 and 4 and 1. And so my final answer is 1488. And I have multiplied these numbers using the box method or using the array method. Okay, our next example is 143 multiplied by 37. So you can see here I have 3 numbers in this first one here. So because of that, I'm going to do 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. And I have 2 numbers here, so I'm going to do 2 lines going vertical. Now I'm going to fill it in. So I have 143, so I'm going to break that up into 100, a 40, and a 3. And I'm going to break up the 37 into a 30 and a 7. I now ask myself, 1 times 3 gives me 3. And how many zeros have I got? 3. 1 times 7 gives me 7. And how many zeros have I got? 2. 4 times 3 gives me 12. How many zeros have I got? 2. 4 times 7 is 28. And how many zeros have I got? 1. On to the bottom line now. 3 times 3 gives me 9. How many zeros have I got? 1. 3 times 7 gives me 21. How many zeros do I have? None. So now, once I have completed that, I'm going to add my answers together. So I'm going to add 3,000 plus 700 plus 1,200 plus 280 plus 90 plus 21. So my final answer there is 5,291. Okay, tonight's learning check is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You're to complete these into your copy.